Okay, I'm live. Hi guys. So, I just wanted to get on real quick before I do my lessons today and let you know a little bit of an update on things. Um, the biggest thing is, as the title says, I had some healing done by a medium. Now, I went in on Monday because I had been made aware that I would be needed to work at another store where I'm at, um, which is quite a ways away, and I'd need to drive. And of course, as a lot of you know, I've suffered with a lot of anxiety over, you know, driving long distances and stuff, or even just around the corner to see my mum. Like, I've had issues with that. And so I decided that I was going to get in and do this healing and give that a shot, because I'm very, very much believing in that sort of stuff. So, which a lot of you probably don't know about me, but I do. I believe in that sort of thing. And so it was really, really cool. Um, and I don't know what she did. I had my eyes closed. I was laying down. I had my eyes closed. Um, and so she did her thing. Well, it worked. I'm telling you, it worked. I went for a dry run up to where I need to be, driving. I was behind the wheel, and my husband was next to me, and I went all the way to where I'm going to be working on weekends, which, let's put it this way, there's a freeway, right, that turns into a highway, right? So it's busy. It was very, very busy, and I did so good. It was a little scary, I'm not going to lie. It was a little scary, but I did good. I didn't have any freakouts. I didn't, panic. It was so good. And by the end of the trip, I'm telling you guys, we came home, like we were on our way home, and I just said to my husband, I could just drive all day. And he said, I just want to go home. I've got a massive headache. And I said, okay, well, how's this? I'll drop you home. And then, like, I'll go and I'll do some food shopping and that sort of thing, and I'll be back. And he goes, are you sure? And I said, yeah, no, that'll be fine. Well, I'm telling you guys, I dropped my husband off home here, and I drove to the shops, which is only like a 20-minute walk, maybe. It's not anything, Hi, Taz. Thank you. Yeah, it was really, really good. And I drove to my mum's to give my dad his belated Father's Day gift. Well, my stepdad his belated Father's Day gift. And I drove home, and I just felt so ecstatic and so excited. I actually messaged the medium, and I was just like, you have done me a treat. Thank you so much. It is amazing. I did this. And she messaged me back, and she was like, I'm so proud of you. I rang my boss. My boss is like, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of me. It is a total turnaround. And, she didn't just, I don't think she just healed my anxiety for driving. I think she's also healed my anxiety on catching public transport now too, because, hi, Christopher. I don't know if I've met you before, but welcome. Yeah, so it was really, really cool, because now I'm like, if I need to, if my husband has, the car or anything, and I have a day off and I need to go anywhere, I know I can get on to public transport and I'm all good to go. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm just in a really positive frame of mind now. And I've gone back with my lessons. I've gone back to half an hour lessons as well for my singing. For those of you who do know me and know that I take vocal lessons, So yeah, I am doing that now. I'm not studying anymore with my music, because I'll be honest, I feel very I feel very much like I don't want to be judged. I don't want someone critiquing me. So I made the decision last year before. It wasn't long after my grandmother passed away, and I had gone to see this medium, and I had said, Nan, I'm not going to be doing my lessons anymore in the way of doing tests and exams and stuff like that. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. And from what I was told, she was like, yeah, I kind of knew that was going to happen. So um, I didn't disappoint my grandmother at all. So that was good. But, it has meant that I take a lot more joy in it now. I've found my spark again. And some of you who follow my music channel might also know that I have been posting some originals. I haven't lately because it's been kind of, a bit hectic and stuff, and I've had other things that I've been doing, like work and stuff. But I will be getting back into doing that. What did the medium do? Scare you? Well, no. She is really, really sweet. She's really nice. I'm not frightened of any of all of that at all. I found it to be a really nice moment. We chatted a while, and then she got me to lay on a I don't know what they're called. They probably have a really specific name, but it's like just a normal, like when you go to get a massage and you've got the massage tables and you lay down on them. It was kind of like that. It was really narrow and that. So hang on, I've just got to get my charger. Or my laptop's going to go. See you later, alligator. And it was just really nice. And yeah, she had this music on, which was different types of music. I know she used crystals because I could feel them. And she did burn some herbs like sage, lavender, and there was another one, and I can't think for the life of me as to what it was. But as for what she did, I don't know, because I had my eyes closed and I was just uber relaxed. It was basically like when I came out of it, it was like I'd just been asleep, and it was just really nice. But I wasn't asleep. Like I was aware of sounds and things like that. It was really, really cool, a really positive experience. And like I said, I'm not afraid of any of that sort of thing. So for me, it was just like I believe in that sort of thing. So for me, it was just like, oh, okay. It was like basically going and visiting a friend, and yeah, it was just really good, positive experience. And she was really, really happy to hear that I'd gone driving and had this positive experience, especially driving the distance that I did, because where I'm going to be working on weekends is like an hour away from where I live. And, traffic, especially in the mornings and in the afternoons, can be like horrendous. So, it was just a really positive experience. And on Saturday this week, I have to go out to another store, which, while isn't too far away, it's along a busy stretch of road. And I'm going to be driving on my own, so I'm really super excited for that. I can't wait for that. And I'm just so happy at just the difference in me. I don't know, Taz, like if you have like been keeping up with how I've been as far as in my videos with me mentioning like, how I didn't drive, because when it got to like when the pandemic first hit here and we were in our first lockdown, we didn't go anywhere for a good couple of months, like, because it was like, it was essential things only. You couldn't really go anywhere. So, of course, my anxiety just went whee, like really high. And I had no idea where it came from, but it was just like skyrocketing. And so it was really, really bad. I did find out from her, though, that it was, and if you believe in this sort of thing, great. If not, that's okay too. But I was told that it was a past life thing. Something had happened in my past life where something had obviously happened as far as developing this anxiety over it. So, and I'd carried it through into this one. And of course I was like, oh, okay, well, at least I have a standpoint of where it's come from. And so when she did the healing, it was just like, I don't know, I came out of it and she was just like, how do you feel? Relaxed? And I went, oh yeah, I feel like $1 million. Like, it was really, really good. And it's such a change from where I was, a month ago, 12 months ago, like it's just such the most I can say is it's like I'm myself again. And it's just incredible. And I am just so grateful to her and her gift. And I'm so grateful for her being able to help me. And I'm just grateful for everything. And I must say, I also have this, which is a friend of mine gave me this. It's a necklace with all the archangel names on it as well. And so I've been wearing this for the last few days. And I, whenever I kind of feel a little bit like, oh my gosh, things are starting to get a bit overwhelmed, I just kind of take it and I'm just like, okay, it's my cat Suki. Archangel Michael, if you can just be with me and help me, then, and then I'm all good. So I'm really grateful to have friends like that as well. who send me things like that and are so sweet. But yeah, I mean, I'm learning a lot about myself. And one of the things that I also learned from this medium was that my dad is with me. For those of you who do know, my dad did pass away on the 14th of May this year. And he did live in another state to me. But apparently he's around me, and so that helps too, knowing that he's kind of like right there along with other members of my family who have passed. So it's really cool, like my grandmother and my grandfather. So it's really cool, and I draw on that as well. So, but look, I mean, not everybody believes in that sort of stuff, and that's okay. Everyone has their own opinion and their own beliefs, but that's mine. And I truly feel she did some amazing work. And I would honestly recommend anybody, if you ever get a chance and you have a really good, reputable medium that you can go to, do it. Because they are just amazing, gifted people. And oh man, I can't even get over how much of a different person I am from the last year, where I would be so highly strung and be like, oh my gosh, I can't even reverse out of my driveway. Well, yesterday, not only did I reverse out of my driveway, not once, but twice, but I went on an hour, more than an hour long drive. Most of it was with my husband, but the other part of it was by myself. And I was good. So, I don't know. I guess all I can say is, you guys, is that I'm so grateful and I'm so excited and I'm just so happy with the new me and the fact that I am on a path now that I feel is definitely one I should be walking down. So, yeah. Exactly. That's exactly right, Taz. That's exactly, they are natural healers. And It's amazing. I, you know, I have a lot of respect for people who have the abilities that, like, the medium that I went to has. I just think it's incredible. And I mean, it's just insane. Suki, come and say hello. Come on, come say hello. I know you're camera shy and you don't like it, but you're meowing. So here you go. Guys, this is Suki. This is my cat. I don't know if you guys have seen her in a while, but this is her. She's very clingy today. I don't know why, but she's very, very clingy today. She's giving me lots and lots of cuddles today. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, one thing that the medium did say to me, like I said, not last year, I think it was the year before. It was before this pandemic. Oh, it was last year maybe. It was when the pandemic first hit, but we weren't in lockdown or anything. Like we were just sort of hearing about it, I think, from memory. Hi, kitty. Yeah, and so I went to her and she said that my grandmother was around me a lot and that anytime I have a bad day, that I would see a lot of purple. Well, let me tell you, the Sunday, not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, I had gone out with Mum to find out where I needed to go with my new store that I'm working at. And after we'd done that, we were going to go out and see, Nan and Grandad and refresh the flowers. Well, I saw so much purple it wasn't funny. And I said to Mum, I don't know that I'm going to have a bad day. It's been pretty good. Like, I didn't have any freakouts on the freeway while you were, like, driving and people were trying to cut in front of you and push you off the road. And, you know, because there are a lot of people who need to learn how to drive, which is a Carla's Corner for another episode, I think. But it was just a really, you know, it was a good day. So I didn't understand why I was being shown all this purple. Well, let me tell you, we went out to the cemetery and they had taken everything. They had taken the flowers, they had taken the trays that they were in, they had taken ceramic flowers that my mum had put out for my uncle and my grandparents. And so mum went in and she said, but because, like, I got out of the car first, I was livid. Like, I reckon my eyes would have shot out flames. Like, I was so angry. And I just shut the door and I started walking, and Mum got out of the car and she said, let me do the talking. And I said, oh, I'm not saying a word. And I didn't. Mum did all the talking, but they're basically like, well, it's standard policy. It's everywhere. But because this place wasn't manned for so long, people have been able to do whatever they want, like plant trees and blah, blah, blah. Number one, planting trees, I don't think they should have a problem with, because at the end of the day, they have cut all the trees out there. It looks dismal, right? It looks terrible. Number two, who's to say, like, and I'm sorry, but planting trees is a shit ton better than bloody putting motorbike helmets or plush toys or whatever. If you plant a tree, at least you're helping Mother Nature and also doing something good to remember them by, right? But apparently that's a big no-no. And my mum basically was like, well, we haven't done that. We've only been putting fresh flowers out, which we replace regularly. And she said, well, I can get you a copy of the policy book. No, that's not. So my mum was like, well, that's not going to help because I'm just going to keep putting them out there. And she's like, well, you can still put them out there, but the next time they do a cleanup, they'll just remove them. And I was like, that's fine. I'll just keep putting them out there. So we left and we were really, really upset. Like, I could then understand why I was seeing all this purple. So what I'm basically saying is, this woman that I've gone to see 3 times now, because the second time I've seen her, she came to the house and that's when she told me that Dad's around me. She's been spot on about stuff. and she really knows her stuff. And like I said, she did this healing on me, and I'm completely different. I'm more positive. I'm happier. Guys, all I can say is if you get a chance to go to a reputable medium who you feel comfortable with, that you can connect with, do so, because it is an incredible experience. And I got to tell you, I'd recommend it to anybody for sure. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. It's just a real quick update. I've got lessons very, very soon, but it's a real quick update for me. I just feel so much better now, and yeah. I don't know really what else to say about it, except it's an amazing feeling knowing that I've gone back to getting some of myself back and some of my freedom back. And yeah. And while we're on the subject of getting some of myself back, I've recently gotten into some artists from the 90s that I used to be into quite a fair bit and own CDs of. And this one came today. So it's Savage Garden, and it's their affirmation CD. I I have had a real longing for like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s stuff for a while now, and so it's I think we need to bring back some of the technology from the 90s too. Make it a thing. But yeah, no, that's been my experience. And yeah, all I can say is, you guys, I'm so looking forward to the future and what is in store for me now. I know that no matter what, I'm going to be able to handle it. And I'm just really, really excited for my next chapter in being part-time at where I work. And I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. I don't remember the last time I have smiled so much, been as happy and contented as I have. I think the only thing that would make it better is if I won the lotto and was able to kind of live on a nice big block of land. That's the only thing that would make it better for me, I think. But life's pretty good right now, you know. I'm alive, so that's a definite big plus, right? Taz, I hope things are going well for you. It has been so long since I've heard from you and that we've been able to catch up, so I'm so glad you were able to meet here today and catch my live. And I hope that all is well with you. I will be at Dr. Fox's later. Just learn to sing like Joan Jett. No, you know what? I don't want to sing like Joan Jett. I don't want to sing like anybody but me, you know. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be famous either. Fame isn't something that I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is having people connect with my music and it make them smile. So when I sing, I would hope that it makes you smile, it makes you feel happy, and it takes you away from your worries for a moment. You know, that's where I'm at, you know. So, but yeah, I'm so glad you got to catch up with me for a little bit. But unfortunately, I now have to go and rehearse the songs that I'm going to be singing in lessons in 15 minutes. So, and I've got about 3 of them. So, and it's nearly lunchtime. So, yeah. But I hope things are okay where you are, Taz. I really do. Christopher, it was really nice to see you. I hope that you will have a good day or night wherever you are. Taz, we need to catch up more. So I'll be at Dr. Fox's after lessons. It's going to go for half an hour. Starts at 12 my time, so it's like 11:47 now. So yeah, I'll be on after that if you want to catch up and have a yarn, bit of a chat. I'm so glad that you're okay. It's a crazy, crazy world at the minute. But yeah, I'll be there so we can have a chat, and I'll let you know how lessons go and stuff if you like. Well, you have an incredible day and or night, I should say, because you're not in the same country I am. I hate time zones. I really hate time zones. And I'll catch you in about half an hour, hopefully. If not, I'll catch you again soon. Bye, Taz. Bye, everybody. I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be. And keep smiling.